Okay, so we use the term fugacity. And what's fugacity? Of course, in chemical thermodynamics, the fugacity, Fi, of a real gas is the corrected pressure or the effective pressure, which replaces the actual mechanical pressure in an accurate chemical equilibrium calculations. So when it comes to safety, if you want to design a lid or a container, a lid of a container or a container itself, which holds a certain gas at certain pressure, you need to know the mechanical pressure in order to design a good container with a good thickness that could hold that pressure. However, when you're doing chemical equilibrium calculations, that mechanical pressure, that actual pressure doesn't help me. I need to use the effective pressure. And this effective pressure is known as fugacity. For example, nitrogen at 0 degrees C and a pressure of 100 atmosphere has a fugacity of 97 atmosphere. So, although this is the mechanical pressure, the force exerted by unit area, but when it comes to chemical reaction calculation, the fugacity in fact is only 97 atmosphere. So effectively it's less than 100 atmosphere. Of course, we can compare the 97 to the 100. We can compare Fi, the fugacity of species I, to the system pressure, to the pressure, actual pressure here. And this is defined as the fugacity coefficient. Fugacity coefficient. So what's the fugacity coefficient for the nitrogen at the above state? Obviously it is 0.97 with no units. Steam at 300 degrees C and 4000 kilopascal has a fugacity of this much, 3610 kilopascal, and therefore the fugacity coefficient is 0.903. And as you know that steam at such a high pressure and relatively low temperature, it does not behave ideally. It does not behave ideally. Therefore, its fugacity coefficient is only 0.9. While steam at 300 degrees C and 1 kilopascal, very low pressure, has a fugacity of 1 kilopascal, and therefore the fugacity coefficient is 1. Therefore, the steam is behaving ideally at these conditions.